Hello. Have I seen you before? Maybe. But welcome, Rebecca. Well, Laura. There's at least one person here, so that's good. It does catch up. So where were we? We were around here. I think. Okay. Taking another sip of his coffee, he sat back for a moment, pushing his chair back with a groan of, "I'm exhausted." Shaking his head, he listened to the Southerner's footsteps as they retreated. Smiling slightly, after a few minutes, he silently locked the door and walked into the restroom, shoving two fingers into his mouth over the toilet. Jesus Christ. In a minute, a mixture of puke and acid flew into the toilet. He repeated the process until he saw droplets of blood. Flushing, he washed his hands and switched the mouthwash taken off his jacket. The blood on his wrist was revealed. He had forgotten to bandage it. Quickly, he running water over the wound. He dabbed it with alcohol and bandaged it. His ribs slightly stuck out, along with his well-defined chest and abs. What? So, he has, abs and stuff, because, he's so thin that they show. The chest is, well-defined, so I don't know how to, explain that. So he's so thin that his abs show over under layer of fat. Did I call layer of fat? Flub. Warmth. Under layer of warmth. So that means his ribs stick out? It's kind of hard to imagine. Okay. Although underweight, he was quite fit. Well, he was always fat. All he heard was insults. Welcome. We have two new faces here, I think. Welcome, Wild North Sidrian 2395. Replacing the jacket on his shoulders, he unlocked the doors and went back to work. Even though the purging had woken him up, he sipped his coffee. The rich flavor of the brown liquid soothed him, and he returned to work. Soon I was wrapping around him, distracted him from the rapidly changing screen. Russia? He asked quickly, looking behind him. A smile greeted him, a slight blush tinting both the Slavic and American nation's cheeks. Da, Medica. Okay, let's see. Hello, Blackberry Sherry. Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, what chapter are we on? Oh, thank God. But before he knew what was happening... Oh, God, am I gonna get demonetized? Before he knew what was happening, he was lifted out of his seat and pulled by the Russian to a kiss. Their eyes closed, and Russia's tongue tapped the edge of his lip. America obliged. The Slav sank his tongue into his lover's mouth, exploring it while wrestling over the other's dominance. He lost, and the American explored his mouth, holding the Russian's head. After a heated moment, the two separated with a slight pop. A string of saliva still connecting them as he took deep breaths. The Russian pulled him into another kiss, this time winning the fight. Pure passion, lust and affection glowing in the eyes of both. A bush was filled at America's back as Russia pulled him in closer, leaning into the kiss, pinning him against the wall. Something hard was pressed against his thigh, and then they broke apart again. He gasped. Fear cast a glow into the American's eyes, and the American pulled away. They just began, and the American wasn't ready, simply nodding. Russia sat in America's seat, pulling him into his lap. Blushing deeply, the American continued working. Oh, thank God, that's over. Occasionally taking the drink of his coffee, Shilko ignored the Russian's whispering risque phrase into his ear, nibbling on it slightly. Your voice shaking with fear. I'm terrified. You know how YouTube is these days? If they hear one channel curse, demonetized. Seriously, I'm probably gonna get demonetized if I read the next couple of chapters. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? But it's okay. You're mine. The Russian whispering, pulling America closer. Come on, haven't you worked enough? You deserve a break, my sunflower. This reminds me so much of Italia. Nodding and trying to ignore the growing heat in his face, he leaned back closer to the tall Russian. Looks like I've forgotten about those who do care. Whatever. There are far and few who are definitely lying. They hate me too. The states have Dixie and Finn to watch over them, and they probably secretly hate me. Russia's probably faking all of this. He wants something Emma needed. But, dude. Oh yeah, dude, about that. Huh. So, America. About that. You see. God. Oh my god. You see this gun to your head? Yup. They probably copyright strike me multiple times, but I don't get paid anyway, so How do you? I remember this. Remember how to say American Russia. Russian. America. Just get rid of the K. Just get rid of the C. America. You know what? Frick the accents. I know you're thinking bad thoughts. I'm here for you because I love you. What? What does that say, please? Somebody translate it. Looks the same as, yeah, my sunflower. If your thoughts hurt you, I'm here. I'll always be. I hope it's not a lie. Ass, more ass, cause what has ass. What the fuck is what's going on here? Dude, what's going on, dude? Huh. No, this is scary. Of course it isn't fucking pretty. America's Pav, as we usually do in this story. I can hear the fear from your voice. I'm scared. Look how much closer we have to 21, smut warning, lemon. You know what that means. You see, when there's smut in this fandom, it go hard. Okay? It probably gonna go hard. I'm gonna still read it. Sorry. Fuck you, YouTube. You can't demonetize me because I don't get paid. Never monetize my channel. He woke up bleary-eyed an hour or so later, still in Rush's lap. It appeared the Russian had dozed off, too. Didn't Rush have a boner? As his eyes were closed and his expression was first peaceful. Pecking at his cheek gently, he returned to his work again. Rush's eyes fluttered open, still heavy. He fell asleep. I have to ask myself that, too. So one time I was just, like, listening to music or something, leaning against the headboard. Then I woke up at like 4 a.m., probably like 5 a.m. in the morning. It's like, what the fuck happened? The Slavic nation asked, blinking again slowly. America glanced from its time on the screen, nodding. For an hour, I have to continue working. She laughed slightly and smiled at America, pulling him away from the screen again. Nails bent to his skin as America fought to get back to work. You almost acting like that, like Germany with that. For me, I don't work this way. Bitch, let me do my work, okay? Let me do the fucking work, okay? I'm the one's keeping your asses safe. Without this work, y'all are nothing. God, what? I've got to speak English for a sec. Shooting him a slight glare, he eventually managed to return to it. I do more than Germany, by a lot. Have to do bills, do everything for my sector, and magical things. It makes me feel that I can't spend enough time for my kids because of it. Though always managed because I work so hard. Archie's back to see the Russian country's face. A cute punch done to his face. Just take breaks, okay? This might be a lot like Hamilton. Russia replies, Julie, bending into America's neck. You see, I keep on calling him the American because whenever I write my stories, Like, I always use the American, the Russian, the Brit, the Japanese man, Kinku. All those weird nicknames. So I can't just help but seeing it for country humans. Okay, the American replied softly, blushing slightly. No, just American, you are America. Deer smiled, his breath warm against America's neck. He licked the skin. Oh, fuck. Slightly removing the previous cool. America felt sleep slide onto the skin gently, and felt the Russian sucking and biting it slightly. Sniffling a moan, he moved away. Oh, God. God save the Queen, and me. Comfort was all he needed. He wasn't ready for much more than that. Sighing, Russia placed his head on America's, allowing the American to lean forward. He horny. Swiftly typing. It was only another hour or so until the announcement that Darren was ready running through the house. Confederacy had already came and went with the now empty mug of coffee. Oh boy, sis, no. No, sis, no. Oh my God. Gingerly poking the love bite on his neck, America hid it, and the bandages under a mirage of magic, a pink tint that still glowed on his face, but nothing more. When they walked downstairs, he sat in his usual spot, fixing Vinland, even having the shippers, like, in my friend group, I'm the kinky one. Like, I'm the one that makes, like, these, like, weird sexual jokes. Like, and, like, physically shifts into the letting face whenever I can. Because that's what makes us friends. Y'all okay? Raven says there is no God. Allowed Russia to sit next to America. Today the West Coast had been cooking. California and likely Washington had made fuck. So guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta like look. I gotta go look. God. Google. Don't mind me. I'm looking. You can do it. Okay. Google legal. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I don't want to show my location, please. Please. Come on. You do it. Come on. What's it gonna search up? Fuck. Oh yeah, Google Translate. Every day, every stream, I always like go off track. I'm just gonna put English. Google Translate to English. Please, no. Let me put English. No. Why? Why you do this to me? Well, I'll put it on like Chinese or something. You know what? Frick this. We'll keep it here just this case. Just pretend I said that word right. I made poke bowls, and Alaskan Lawrence or OG had made Marion berry pie for dessert. However, the American refrained from eating anything. Lucking his siblings, Russia, nor Delaware noticed. Y'all suck. That's me. Like, y'all suck. Like, sure, it's a big family, but still, America's kind of the mother-father figure in this household. Y'all should have noticed, like, hey, dude. Like, dude. No one did, and he ate nothing. Forced food down his throat. Making it so that it looked like some would have been on his plate, he waited for the table for the first people to leave the table before going up himself. Going into the restroom and unlocking the door, he removed the mirage, moving the bandage, and teleporting it far into the distance. He washed the wound again, now near completely healed. Using a bit of energy, it was healed to only be left as near invisible scars. A few tears threatened to roll down his cheeks, but he quickly wiped them away, turning from the mirror. Merrick returned to his room, exhausted. One more day was all he needed to get ahead, and now he needed to rest. Russia followed him into the room not long later, smiling and blushing when he saw me. What? Take off my jacket, socks, and boots to sleep. I lay on my pillow and buried my face into the pillow. Wait, what's going on? We're going into first person. Are we going into first person? Russia wrapped his arms around me, almost reading untainted passion and lust. Thumb caressed the skin of my neck. What chapter are we on? Oh, fuck. Causing me to shiver. The Slavic nation bit into my skin again, and I looked at him, wearing a weary smile. Without the skin, I couldn't help but let a small moan out. Luckily, he didn't see it as an invitation to go further, because it definitely wasn't. Something's touching me. Oh, fuck, something's touching me. Not sure what the fuck now. Okay. I'm kind of scared now. Something was touching me. I'm not sure what it was. Okay, I'm gonna refrain from laying on back on the headboard. Okay. The jokes. Hey. Hello. God. Change point of views out announcement. Just be close to the juicy part. Hello, I can't pronounce your name. Sometimes I'm just gonna be TH. Just be close to the juicy part. Yeah, I'm gonna get demonetized soon. I love you, America. And I know how was itched by a blue America, he whispered, pulling me closer. Itched by blue too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mrs. Worldwide here. Mostly because it listens to me songs and less. He whispered into reply. Not long after I lulled into a senseless sleep, clouded by memories that seemed to never stop taunting or haunting me. America's Dream. Fuck! September 11, 2001, day of the 9/11 terrorist attack. Damages were caused to the Twin Towers of New York City, New York. The state... The Pentagon, head location of the United States Department of Defense is in Washington, D.C. A plane crashed in the field in Pennsylvania. There was no survivors, and the plane was suspected to have been heading to hit the White House in Washington, D.C. At least get your facts right, jeez. Like at least hover near Washington, D.C. Get your terrorist attacks right. That fateful day, America and its son, New York, had been walking in the United States sector of the country, human city. What? Oh, so that. Okay. Cause that was kind of like a bit, I'm kind of a bit like confused. Like, are they just like, okay, shut up. New York started coughing drops of blood into his palm, and the American directed the anger into an alley. Even here, they were widely in the speed of secret. Shooting circles were rubbed on the now closed sea as the attack progressed. Jesus fuck, that escalated quite quickly. One mark now broke the delicate skin of his tongue. He was crushed. Taking a deep breath, he started humming to the panicking state. Cradling him in his arms, he struggled to not let the horror sink in. Checking the human realm news, he saw the headlines for attacks of September 11th. In this world, the same damage wouldn't be dealt, but something much more terrifying appeared. A servant of the Ten, Crimson Shadow, a high-ranking demonic lord who had been craving for the blood of humans and nations even more so. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. What was he doing? Long-range shell potion was dangerous, but his body would have to handle it. The beautiful silver in every bow was quickly notched with silver arrow, and America muttered an indignation. Liquid that appeared to be poison all of the tip of his arrow. Letting it fly, it pierced the skull of the demon. Roaring, looked around with its eyes, shining like the blood arrow. When he took forth edge his mouth, the American took a deep breath. The arrow returned to him as the demon caused him to poison electricity. Might disappeared, and the American teleported home, promptly dusting out in front of the wide-eyed nowhere. Okay, we got over that park. George could be teleported. Not 9/11. York had been teleported, hoarse, wheezing, sounding from his shaking body. He vomited starlit liquid, just put on his eyes. As already white skin almost appeared silver hues lighter, they were ghostly in detail. Delaware clutched his butter and held his father's hand, sobbing. A whale led to Pennsylvania and Vermont, running into the house. A week later. Okay. 1 week later. America's body opened, bleary and colored eyes. The starry white walls of the hospital. The scent disinfectant and distantly sick. There's also a head in the air, along with a soft whiff of blood. Designated, the American looked around. A shell-shocked looking Hawaii was sitting in the chair, her legs pulled to her face. Alaska had a comforting hand on her shoulder, and Michigan filled up with the flowers on the young state's head. New Jersey walked into the room, the American barely having moved, and its expression in his barely there expression almost an recreation of his unconscious form. The state didn't notice his now conscious form. He wished to be able to speak, but his vocal cords hurt. Migraine split his focus, and he almost whimpered, but the pain he just caused a single tear to run down his cheek and splash down on the mismatched tile. New York isn't awake now. New York isn't awake yet. He just has a hold on life. How's Dad? Even though he usually ran a vocal, Jersey was quiet, solemn, wary, parent itself at sad, squat figure. Big words. None of the state spoke, the silence uncomfortable. But how could they say anything? How would anyone fit this? Michigan eventually broke the tense, motionless poet of pain in something not so dissimilar to mourning. Not awake yet, but living. Jesus Christ. The thing is that this is very well written. But, sometimes it can be a bit confusing at times with, random sparks of energy, how, it uses the cliche, America suppressed. It's just, I just hope it doesn't romanticize depression and anorexia, which is probably what America has, or bulimia. Not sure, I'm not an expert on mental illnesses or physical illnesses. I just hope it doesn't romanticize this, because I really don't want it to be romanticized, because this is a good fic. I've enjoyed reading it, going with it's what the fuck moments. I want to get to I actually don't want to get to chapter 21 yet, but yeah. Alaska Spirit glanced at his father, and his eyes lit up. That's changed. Good nurse. Did you check the comments yet? I was still trying. You say my name. That's fine. Alaska, what was I saying? Hawaii practically leaped out of her receipt, looping her arms around America, quickly. Father! Nothing was spoken afterward as he just stared off. His eyes were glazed, and though he wished to speak, he didn't have the strength or had recovered enough to do so. Nevertheless, Hawaii slipped over to Alaska happily as the nurse soon ushered them out. America had a meeting the following afternoon, and he remembered that clearly as a woman in a white hospital uniform came in, taking notes on his temperatures, heart rate, reaction speed, reflexes. Well, you're alive. No shit, Sherlock. But you surely shouldn't be working anytime soon. Her voice was stern, gaze hard yet concerned. But America wouldn't be able to listen. Tomorrow was the annual meeting, usual place at the random point in the year, and he would have to go. However much it hurt, he'd have to, or he and the other countries would come with cousin Emperor to get on his ass about it and make his already fading will disappear. Said the dream. Waking up, he felt from a familiar presence of Russia at his side, and he shivered. Russia seemed to have woken up a moment earlier, looking at him with worry. Of course he was worried. America had likely been shivering, whimpering, possibly even crying the night. 9/11 was one of his worst memories, not because he was injured, but because he wasn't able to spend time with his kids. America, are you okay? Russia asked, trying to now crying American to face him. Just nightmares, he replied, though obviously just wasn't just. America prayed for distraction. Any distractions to call them away from this. His world of broken memories and dreams all expected to be something picture perfect or balled up inside him. That displayed on the picture frame was that perfect smile, and the rips and tears around the edges, ready at any moment to rip, the unstable glass on the verge of breaking, and the nail about to snap, and let everything they thought they knew about America fell loose. Before he could panic any further, come up with any more ideas for self-hate, ways to block himself off from everyone else, showing up the beautiful yet destroyed tapestry hidden behind everything they thought there was, distraction came. Something warm touched his lip, soft, a kiss, comforting, no lust, only love, not commanding, just there, a cost of reassurance and safety, something he desperately needed, because it's perfect, needed, desired, wanted, but not lusted, begged or tainted by lies. When the Russian and American nation separated, calm and at peace, he felt the barrier break, only because someone tried to see it, lending a delicate hand, not wanting to exploit or destroy it. Maybe I don't need to shut myself off so much. And again, not long after, America fell into restful sleep in Russia's arms. It's me, the main one. Okay. Jump it. I'm gonna jump in a couple hours. So we got all night. We got all night, folks. No. Okay. I'm gonna scratch. Let's see how many chapters we get until we... You know what? Here's the thing that we're gonna get to. We are getting to that smut chapter whether you like it or not. If you have headphones in, I guess you could just unplug them and turn down the volume when I read the smut. If you're comfortable with it, I've read smut. I know what it's like. It's kind of disturbing. If you're underage, I probably am underage, but I'm not sure. Okay, warnings. Mention of bulimia. Of course. What's America fake without anorexia, bulimia, or depression? And at the end of this, I'm going to give y'all a lecture, okay? America's POV or POV, as I like to call it. Just move this up here. Yeah. I woke up the next morning. Jesus. Okay. I woke up the next morning, smelling like the softly breathing Russian next to me. Picking his cheek and warming myself out of his arms, I went to take a shower. For the first time, I felt I could truly trust someone. They didn't want something from me. They were careful and understanding. Most pointfully, it wasn't conditional. Unless, of course, he count me taking care of myself. Self-define my sense of self-preservation. Coming myself with soap out smiling, I bit my lip. Where are you, oh sense of self-preservation? One of mere sarcastic mumble under my breath. I'd never had that sense. If anything, having self-preservation would prove deadly, ironic but true. My eyes momentarily reflected a shade of cool brown, grayish, and surprisingly similar in tone to that of wood. The color shifted, drawing the waters into reflections going 100 different ways, not unlike a prism, all over the place, just like my thoughts. Today, I just really wanted to go back to bed. I had turned off the water, stepping out of the shower, and swiftly drying myself, just using a towel, of course. I never liked to use my abilities much for mental purposes. At times I do, but my family had taught me better. A wry smirk etched my cheek as I thought of how sister would react to my stupidity. Throwing on my NASA hoodie, some black jeans, and Converse that matched my plaque, I walked back into the room. Boy, I checked the group chat made with the others. Country chat, probably on crack, TM. United States of America has created the chat, including Soviet Union, Belarus, Ukraine, Russia, Britain, Germany, France, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, China, South Korea, Japan, Philippines, EU, NATO, Asian, Sweden, Iceland, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Third Reich, Confederacy, and Finland. Confederacy, Finland, Russia, Canada, and EU have admin privileges. Pop it on Discord. That's nice. Confederacy has changed their tag to even like Stick. Even like Stick has changed to United States America tag to for Russia. Why the monkey in the fact my brother's incessant? I don't think he has been for a while. Even like Stick has changed Russia's tag to secretly gay. Why? It's true. Secretly gay. But gay for me. Japan, Russia, I want you to fuck America into oblivion. It's what the author wants you to do too. Oh God. Oh God. Oh well. I will personally kill you if you remove Maska's ability to walk, even temporarily. After said she's fine with it, and I'll stop here before she tapes my mouth shut like she will the fourth wall. But even if you ram into him hard enough, I doubt he'd limp much. Scary formal, sis. My son will not be a bottom. Yes, he will. Mr. OPM? Are you sure that... Excuse me, what the fuck? Union, Russia? Dad? Connie? Oh my God, I'm gonna get the monster. Jesus Christ. Oh, World North, Duran. 02395. Jesus Christ has left. He's left me. He got into a car crash. Jesus can't take the wheel. Why? You're a communist. Shut the fuck up. I'm gay and that won't change. So you shut the fuck up, Dad. Change your tag to promote protect small bean. Protect small bean change for Russia. Tag to small bean. OTP. Outside chat. America took at the chaos that chat had come to as he read more message, and RedRed Jaws is very scared at the chat. She's very scared. Please help her. Oh no. He shut off his phone and shoved it in his pocket. Ugh. Walking downstairs. Pancakes, nobody will complain. Nobody better fucking complain. Taking out the ingredients, he mixed enough butter to feed a small army. Well, isn't that what the states are? A small army. He put the butter onto at least 50, 60 pans. There was in fact a small army to feed. That's what I said. His house had a larger stovetop for this purpose. Feeding over 60 people would not be possible for the American without it. The pans were carefully placed onto the massive stovetop. After waiting for a few minutes, he put the many platters of pancakes on the kitchen table. After the chaos, he called his family and his guests. Still tired, he walked over to the coffee machine, chugged a few cups of black coffee before making one to drink for breakfast. Food. I don't want to eat. But you better fuck. Dixie joined me downstairs as they put... Was that the sudden, POV switch? They put a small pancake on my plate, dousing it with syrup. It took small bites, only eating a little. A few bites later, there was most of the pancake in the trash. Monkey didn't notice. As he spoke to me. He need to eat. Spoke too soon. Fine. Smear grumbled and I repeated the process of their pancake. Not long after I was washing my plate in the mug, more people joining us. Hawaii, EU, China, Kansas, North and South Dakota, Germany, Soviet, and Reich. As I picked my youngest state up into a smile for a hug. What the fuck is a smile for a hug? Oh my God. Don't take the wheel. No. Into a hug for a smile. That's what I meant. Okay. She giggled as they swung her around. Chad's mom took a light display. Finally! A non-toxic China! Because making China, it's kind of like making one, it's like making one nation their own, human being with the stereotypes of the stereotypes and stuff. And then one guy, he's like his government. He's a bitch. That's warning. Bulimia, parading. Oh, God, fuck. Ah, Jesus Christ. Ah, shit, here we go again. Some more people joined us and milled about in the kitchen, dining room, and living room. I snuck back upstairs. I noiselessly walked into my soundproofed bathroom, locking the door. Shoving my fingers into my throat to trigger my gag reflex, I emptied myself of the meal. It took a few times before the salt swallow mixed with the smell of acid. A thick whiff of blood with the poison that made me an ugly and overweight stereotypical bastard. It was gratifying. The emptiness that came with purging. Went closer to what they want me to be. Not the ugly fat monster that they say I am. I watched my head as the mixture of blood mushed up food. Acid and water spilled down, leaving not a trace. Washed my face as I used a mirage to return the color to my skin. Swishing some mouthwash a few times removed the awful flavor, as familiar broken smile eased itself into its usual position. Turning off the artificial lighting of the room I often released the pain in, hanging close to my door, I sat on the bed beside my Russian lover, holding back sobs that would reveal that I knew how hated I was. Some cared, but not enough to notice. Russia cared, and although he is observant, I'm better at hiding it. After all, perfecting a mask takes decades. But never been found out. Russia's POV or POV. Oh, God. Oh, God, the English child. Get really trying to want to kill me? We stand on talk to China. Okay. The Slavic nation full of hand brushes his cheek, a soft humming accompanied by a smell of mint. His eyes fluttered open, looking up to others, currently a shade of cool violet flecked with vibrant blue. Good morning, sunflower. A slight smile grew across my cheek as he blinked at the beautiful American. I hope he realized this is just how perfect he is. Oh shit, here we go again with here we go again with, oh my god, America's so beautiful and like perfect and stuff. Whoa. I don't hate Country Miss America, I just hate the fan fiction. The fan fiction is a big part of it. Like, it's always just like the same, like, it's always like guys like mix it up or something. Like, I just like don't like the fan fiction, I'm not sure. It's like, oh my god, America's so beautiful and like hot, like, and texting like everyone else is fucking like, and they're like simping over him. Like, dude, it's like, I am pretty sure if an American was to be simped over, he or she or they would kick their ass and tell them to back the fuck up. Okay? Though he drives them, albeit muscular, most seems less bright than usual. Lifting myself up, I brought him into a tight hug, my face hanging up slightly. Are you okay, America? He frowned and lifted the shoulder up so we were on my level. Answer me, please. Are you okay? It was as if he had frozen, but he gave me a slow nod and a smile. Well, you're lucky I love you. I planted a kiss on his forehead. America. My America. And bright red. I smirked, though a second later fell into a frown. This. Okay. The kid does sound deaf. His skin was placid, and I worried as he went limp to my arms. America? My voice was mere whisper when I felt his forehead gently. He felt sickly, heat coming in waves before my hand even touched his skin. I sat him down, taking off his face so he could cool down. It almost made me vomit. Oh shit, here we go again. It made me vomit. Wow, that's very nice, Russia. You know how the kid is. His scars running along his skin, his ribs jutting out. Although still muscular, it was obvious he'd been both starving and harming himself. Warm tears rolled down my cheeks. How had I known that? I want to read the comments. You had one job, Russia. Oh, no way. What's this being? Let's start. It says protein. Okay. Tucking him under his blanket, I went to the storage closet. Was a god bucket, filling with cool water. I wet a rag and placed it gently on his forehead. Sunflower, why didn't you tell me? Dusted my face with the cool water and went in the rack again. I walked downstairs. Confederacy was cleaning the kitchen, and Finley was nursing some coffee by the table. The Senator looked up at me as I entered the room, his gum pressing my lip. He looked pissed. What happened? Said the Senator quipped as he turned to me. Finn looking up from her mug. He walked towards me, placing a hand on my shoulder. Enough of how tense I was. Look, I'm here to listen. If it's bad, I'll just help you. Got it? Nodding slowly, took a shaky breath. America collapsed after I woke up. He has a fever, no scars similar to self-harm. Confederacy froze, and Vinland, who was listening in, shut up. We'll take care of him. The American mused, agitation not obvious in his words, ran after an already vanished Vinland. I love America. It's obvious that some countries hate them, although China is acting kind towards America. But it's probably because only because America is our host. Britain hasn't stopped being a bastard, and its temper, if possible, is more short than usual. My father and me and my siblings have been kind to America, even during our rivalries that have played out through the centuries. During the Cold War, it's more of a friendly rivalry. God, you two pointed nukes at each other. How is that a friendly rivalry? You two literally pointed nukes at each other. I'm not sure that's really friendly. But Britain, well, mostly Britain and China, they drove him to harm himself. They're the ones at fault. How could America believe that it was his own? He's been perfect, without a fault, since the day I first met him during the Cold War. Never made a mistake. Not once, yet has believed himself one. I'm pretty sure he killed more than half, a lot of Native Americans, but we ain't gonna talk about that one. And 1812. Hopefully he can get better. I highly doubt he won't. After this, I won't let him out my sight. For now, I'll just give China and Britain a piece of my mind. I vow to never let anyone hurt my sunflower ever again. It is friendly. Not that he'll need my help anyways. He's stronger than me. They keep going on like this. Then there's the fact that he can use magic, a gun, and bow. Whoa. He can kill me. It's like I'd be able to prevent him from getting hurt. It's a hope that if he does, that those that hurt him won't get away. I have to find those bastards. China and Britain. I need to charge my phone. So I'm just gonna leave you on the floor here. I need the flashlight for charge my phone. Don't mind me. Where's the outlet? I have to be behind the bed. There you go. Come on. Okay. There we go. No. Wait, where'd it go? Where's my car? There it is. Okay. Wait. How do you charge? Okay. Confederacy's POV, or POV. My brother's breeding was hoarse. His skin pale and clammy. Much had done well in getting cloth for his fever, which I quickly replaced. Magical healing didn't work well for non-magical injuries or illnesses. Too much checking what affected him and after anorexia, bulimia, and self-harm that I hadn't even noticed. This is the worst. Should I read this in a southern accent? I can do a southern accent. I am from the South myself. But, like, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna read this in a southern accent because I want to. Because this is, like, in his POV, point of view. Yeah, we had 60. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 69 messages. Oh, yeah. This is the worst day that I had seen my burn since 8 and 12. And that day, he could only watch his DC was attacked by a giant monster. If he attacked, it would hurt the kid too. But never know that, especially since her attack proved deadly. The Native American tapped my shoulder, her eyes misty. It's not magical. Do you have medicine for this? Okay, I have like a thing on my... Why do I get most of these scars from? Okay. I nodded, walking downstairs, and I was smiling, filling this with my phone in the pocket. More like stress Finland. I hate Tim, my brother hurt. Special like that. Getting the correct dosage for my frail sibling, a cup of cool water. Oh my fucking god, I want pad. Returned to the room. The water and mask were placed on his dick to be taken when he woke. Silence fell across the room for a time. Then broke softly, her eyes closed. He'll get better. Maska is strong. I know. Sean smiled his way across my face when I whiffed that. Flesh won't leave him alone after this. That's good. Has someone who he knows cares. He hasn't seen us in centuries, so it'll be easier. Now they're dating. I continued. She chuckled. Think I might get any new nieces or nephews? Yes and obvious. They're all over each other. Okay, so Mpreg does exist. Fuck. Maybe we're gonna adopt? I don't know. We both managed to smile, but quickly fell as we returned focus on my brother. America woke himself so hard, and he hurt himself in so many ways. He was hurt worse by fellows, especially by a father figure, head by a once friend, called names with forced to drone on, needed but feeling unwanted, broken and keeping it on, only worsening the wounds. I'd have to come to this, come to him better than only a few close enough to be outside. A light rapping at the door told my attention from it. I opened it, revealing a troubled-looking Russian and tear-stricken Alaska. The young state hugged me, sobbing into my shirt. Russia took my seat beside my brother, holding his hand and stroking his knuckles. He placed his kiss on America's cheek, still gently holding his hand. He moved to America's desk, holding Alaska. His sounds were muffled as he cried into my shirt. A few hours later. Eventually, I managed to set Alaska off with Delaware. My shirt was now wet with tears, but I honestly didn't care. America's fever had gone down, and he was bound to wake up soon. They said they were worried for their father got hurt. Worried any time their father got hurt real, or sadly. Wish to start singing love by his native tongue, and his eyes of my brother looked like they wanted to flutter open. I got my own idea and started to hum a tune America often hummed for me when I was little in my younger eyes. I hadn't raised an eyebrow before I started to sing in a long-lost Native American language. Oh, God. His eyes fluttered open the moment the lyrics were sung. I smiled, feeling tasting just as strong. Russia pulled him into a tight hug. Russia's POV finally got out of that sudden accent. Please don't harm yourself again. My voice was a whimper into the ear of my lover. Hold habits die hard. It's release. I had to leave you the pain of the words. Addiction, almost. But I don't want to worry you, so I'll try. He murmured, his voice dry. Good, I said, managing to smile. Confederacy handed him the pill and the water, which he gratefully took. After the two worried over him and checked over his temperature. the dust us alone. I'd do anything for you not to harm yourself, my sunflower. It went into the previous silence. Merrick looked stunned before wrapping his arms around me in a hug. Fever and anxious of being ill were gone. Country healed quickly, but the marks of starving himself and harm would heal would take longer. But the scars would heal. It's easier not to if I'm distracted. Oh, fuck. Hiroshima to live in the one country's really hot. Hiroshima. Solo 2. That means it's August 11th. God. He muttered planted kisses on my jaw. I felt tingly, happy, really happy, and a lot of places down south if you catch my drift. My face heats up and both our cheeks are red to pretend. So what do you want to do? Get to something new, he said, purring. Sand at the back of my head. I was pulled into a kiss. A kiss like the one before meant everything. Miracles was risking everything. And willing to do. It wasn't too long or too short. Passionate was the simplest sprinkling of lust, but all love. It was a simple kiss, no tongue, but with clear indications. A pull, a beginning. Happiness, bliss. A beginning for everything I've ever wanted or needed to need. And wanted me just as once. Something to protect, something to heal with, where all my love belongs. Holy fuck. You know, it turns out. Thanks. You haven't really been on my channel for a while. I was resting my voice. I don't do comic dubs anymore. I might re-download like Instagram and something on a new account, but I won't post. I'll just probably do comic dubs. But since they aren't really that popular, I'm just content with just reading fanfiction. Because fanfiction's funnier. Should we? Huh. Cool. No, what's persuasion? Okay. Wait. Oh, jeez. God. So, if y'all see my... if y'all don't see my... No, Jesus Christ. Please don't tell me I missed on your stream. No, we still have... like 2 more chapters to go. Today's stream goal was getting to the lemon part. So that I could read that. Because... let me just cross-legged. We've been anticipating it for like God knows how long since I started the series. We gotta wait. Oh, God. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird sitting facing the other way. That you're not supposed to be sitting. I feel my face heat up as our lips connected. All he wants is for our shared happiness. That's what I want to. Rush's caring is like ecstasy. Keeping me going, right full of emotion, joyful, passionate, energetic, but with its own kind of calm. It sounds like a drug, addictive, but in this case not harmful. Someone being there, strong and constant helps. Though, I don't want to rely on him. That just stresses people out. Finally, a fanfiction where the two people don't rely on each other. That's called a healthy relationship, guys. Don't rely on another person, okay? Because what you're gonna do if they break up with you, okay? You're gonna be in the dumps. You're probably gonna be suicidal. You're probably gonna be struggling for a bit, okay? So don't rely on people, okay? Especially for sex. Because that's just wrong, okay? You hear me? Thank you. Okay. They want me to take a break, but it's almost time for me to work. I think Dixie is stepping in for me. Maybe I should try teaching them again? It'll help me to stop feeling so tense. The familiar emotion to bow. It should be weird too. I'll be fine. My name lasted the entire kiss, going a million miles an hour. How long was the kiss? I was afraid I couldn't help but smile. The Nation hugged me, putting me against his chest. He hugged me slightly as I sat in his lap, cuddled against him. The scent of vodka, snowflowers, and snow seemed to follow him. It was calming. He held me protectively. Leaning closer to me, he whispered affirmed it all. You're mine. I calmly listened to his heartbeat in the silence of my room. Though the calm would not last. The crash. My crash sounded from downstairs, followed by a chorus of unworded shrieks. Florida, god damn it! Of course it's Florida. Okay. Scowling, Russia let me go, but not before planting against my cheek. Walked downstairs, jacking along with my normal expression of fox happiness. There, I was first to notice me with the expression. What did Floyd do this time? I asked, entirely calm, glaring intently at the broken lamp. The hood of the lamp had drops of scarlet, and Florida's alligator was sitting proudly beside the shards of glass. What? So I usually feel high around this time of night. I don't know why. I just like to read this shit here. The first day groaned. He looked more like on screen. Except his alligator uncle. He was intended by Massachusetts. He was hosting a revolver in his grip. Lost back because he sold our family for what he did to you. Gave you crash to a lamp and lost back blended onto it. A wry smile crossed my face unconsciously. This time I last night. You clean that up the lamp before the territories get hurt. Lifting up the alligator, turned to them once more. Where'd Florida go? Massachusetts dumped the glass into the trash, and Delaware sent up the lamp again before running up to get a new light bulb. Jason lost back into the yard, and the Massachusetts tended with rage. Nodding, I walked out the door, carrying the alligator like he was a surfboard. Oh my god. And the yard, my crackhead of a child. Honestly, if that ain't the most entirely true thing I've ever heard come out of this fanfic. Like, what are you guys doing over there? While singing curses at Brenton left and right, an ornate pistol in hand. Brenton was shaking like a little girl, his hat flying off his head. Poor Florida stomped in it, launching himself onto the Britain. Then there, the British man passed out. At the same time, he turned and saw me paling. Am I in trouble again? He squeaked, pointing on the Florida man tone. Oh, fuck. I shook my head, putting the alligator into its cage. So I put Britton in its place. That's fine. But you ruined my cuddle time. The shipping deal will be pissed. Well, Trio knows this conflict joined with Japan and South Korea. They probably were recording it, which I'm not okay with, but I know better than get in the way of a rabid fangirl. Russia greeted me at the door, hugging me, wrapping my arms around my waist. I smiled, hugging him back, listening to his breathing. Again, her glad time was interrupted. Confederacy. Yeah, Confederacy. In Vinland, Sindori. Sister with her usual resting bitch face. It's time for dinner. Shannon decided to cook. I think some of the Midwest states decided to lend a hand. But now I'm following the team into the living area. Confederacy spoke a bit more as he put some Mandarin chicken and fried dumplings on my plate. Maybe I should start helping with your work. How silly enough to try not to try and bore I struggled not to try and bore a hole in my lip. She smiled and I returned it weakly. Good Union. Why don't you take today off and teach them more? Now Mark said you need a break. Take a break! I'm on my way! I'm getting water. Whee! God. Okay. I'm good now. Then again, to explore my own dumplings. Crafting didn't put much on my plate. It'd be difficult for us to start getting rid of what I had worked for. Honestly, not eating was a horrible idea. But I didn't eat a lot would just result in more struggle. By the end of the meal, I only managed to eat half. Tried out being nosy. My police had found out, because he smiled. He took my plate, smiling too. He said I was eating now. Maybe I could do more magic lessons? Clear my magic by taking the table while silent. If you would like magical lessons, please come to the nursery room by 1:30. Please, you just need to... Okay. It's only 1:12 now, so I could spend time to myself. Clear my head. Then joined me, sensibly not leaving me alone. Her bow was near identical to mine, yet with less runes. A wood-like hash and colored build, with dusky silver accents. More of a prototype than my own, almost glowing with white quartz in every weapon. Notching the arrow expertly, taking aim with cutthroat precision, handling the head digitally, pulled back just right while I fired. My pain, anger, hatred, all my negative emotions, each and every single one I clenched on into the shot. Sometimes I do this as a release, physically letting go, hurting something but not someone. Usually my magic becomes abnormally strong like this, but it fizzed out before hitting the target. A perfect shot. Puncturing the target and pushing through the woven bullseye. However, now that I was more stable, so was my magic. It didn't fizz out, piercing the target, melting into the frothing silver liquid. Its acidic properties melting the floor slightly, steam came from it, electricity shooting out of it, the liquid as if on fire. Giant pieces of glimmering crystal, scattering in the liquid. Smiling, I snapped my arrow, turning it into my careful hand. Then it's gone. 5 elements. Excellent job, Maska. Flynn praised, giving a rare, wavering smile. Thanks, sister. I returned, checking the time on my phone. 1:23. What? Time had passed so quickly and looked up at her. Smiling at myself. Will you be helping out with the lessons? She smiled playfully. Yes, as long as they don't turn out to be hopeless twats. Laughing, I smirked. They aren't, as long as you're patient as you are with me. It took you 2 minutes to make your first bullseye, 5 minutes to make your first magical shot, and 12 to make your first double element shot. I didn't have to be patient. A wheeze followed, a very cackle from me. My mistake. I looked back at her. Some might need a bit more help than others. A bit? You know how hopeless the modern nations are. I gasped dramatically. I am a modern nation. You know what I mean, Flynn hissed reply. We both burst out laughing just as the First Nation EU entered the room. Wait. No. So guys, no, move. Okay. God. This is a very mild news. Huh? Story time has come. Mom, this is very mild. Next chapter though. Yes, anime news, but what the chat? Oh, whoa. Huh. Third person POV. What's so funny? The European Union acts Australians who started bullying laughing siblings. Feeling glared menacingly at them, opposite from amusing fiction. Yes, I joke, Mr. EU. You wouldn't get it. This was a thin line, grim anger showing carelessly. It was a very good, no interesting bitch face. Oh my god. Shout out all siblings. If I was it's like nice. America is working on himself, and like has his boyfriend Russia, and villain is like the big sister, resting bitch face, who probably kill anyone that both the boys or brothers. You never know. Just knowing. America burst into another fit of laughter after that on his sister's statement. You just ended up more confused. South American with teary cough. So Lily began. He said my boat will be upgraded from a 10-star restarted to 2A. He pulled out the paper America, giving him 9.2 star. Nodding, the American went into the storage and grabbed his bow, along with better bracers and more delicate arrows. The process repeated. Cannon and brush both being a 9.2 star. China 9.3 for the same as China. Reich 9.5 is over a 9.4 star. She looked a bit agitated, slightly confused, and kept looking at the bow, clasped silently in his hand. Yes, China? Fing questioned, glancing at the aforementioned Chinese. Chinese what? His bow has delicately gripped her prized weapon. Hers was one of Native America's finest works. America's was her greatest prize. Oh, we're big favorites. The result of all her previous composers coming into one for her youngest. Scowling, China finally caved and asked a question. Why did those three get the better bows than me and Phil? Same with Reich and Soviet getting worse. Then smirk, clasping her hands together. It's based on progression. Progression, unless you are talented natives, means weaker magic. And incidentally, you don't need as strong a weapon to hold said magic. Slower can mean one of two things: weaker magic or stronger magic. However, slower growth can also mean that the skill won't work as well. It's best not to start using a more complicated build at this point. You and Phil are developing a little too quickly. And although the same can be said for Canada, he descended of the natives based on the head region. Yeah. The Chinese glory not being able to find a loophole, sympathetically Russia gave him a pat on the shoulder. But knows how it feels to appear incompetent. Oh god, my throat. I gotta hold on for my kinky subscribers. So they began, then deciding to feel her war skills of using magic and other weapons, hosting a spear she may have caused explosion in the yard. Eventually, Soviet grew to be more patient and managed to use magic. Reich grew more consistent with the bow. He's more confident to aspire of his slow progression. Not long after, he found Soviet Union magic. Rather strong element too. Time. Now, there's an accident in the backyard, which America doesn't seem to mind. There may or may not be a passed out Reich too from using such a strong demonstration of magic. No, it's not magic. It's the comments. He managed to do a double element, followed by still glowing China and the chirpy Phil. Michelle was mentioned not long after. Everyone knew it, the class was over, and now this general smile grew across America's face. He wasn't happy about that, and when they all left besides America, Valand and Rusky, he hit the American. Breaking it, though he didn't realize how much he deserved it. America's pulp. The archery had left me exhausted. I wished for nothing more than just wanted to bite my skin. Lately, I've just been exhausted. Maybe even without my knowing.
Despite that, nobody noticed until the harm took its toll. The irony, I was blaming just how perspective they can be. Yet, I'm noticing the subtle changes. Albeit, I do play a good act. Hang on a facade. The mask, perfected. Hollywood doesn't do any. Oh, gee. Hollywood doesn't do any harm in that sense either. California and Nevada are both excellent for a reason. I'm using this voice because using my stronger voice hurts. The physical exhaustion wasn't all. Despite my low school appearance, I am rather weak compared to my past. Not as fast as I used to be, which may have been in spite of my self-harm. My image isn't perfect to them yet. At least, don't trust my family. My real family. And Russia. It was more still magical exhaustion. Temperamental, a delicate balance to be performed when a slight misstep may cause you to fall. After you enter the dead zone for energy, but I was not in one. If I were to defend my family from the 10, I would be needless effort of how weak I've become. As I stepped into the shower, the bite of the cool managed to distract me. I meant to be taking a break, not stressing over things. My phone gave a chiming sound. I grabbed it off the counter from inside the shower. Things were proof. Richard texted me and I smiled to set the notification. When I went into the contents, however, that changed to dark blush. Vodka Kid. If my life was animated, this would be my husbando. Hey Mary, do you want to take a shower together?
No sexual things.
Da.
Fine.
I ain't ready for any of that sexual shit, kids, so of course I had to ask. Almost immediately I heard the door open. What if me wanting to die of hypothermia in the shower was bad? It's like cold showers, leave things remotely. He was in a rescue case about me, more than I ever expected. His hearing is close to the floor, should not have a panic attack, and he's emerged at my stupidly obvious blush. Joining me, he gave a shieldish smile. Paula just gave me a hug, shivering slightly. What kind of demon are you to take a cold shower, America? He growled into my ear, as if to laugh. You're a demon. I spurred before bursting out in laughter. Giving him a glare, I continued, draining my eyes on anything but him, and the blush tried to break my mirage. Demons were inherently bad, and some became demons by mistakes. Then we pet one to go, whistle of human flesh. American became one to go for mistaken cannibalism. Not really a countryman, or of a country daemon. That's daemon spelled D-A-I-M-O-N. Native Americans, because of the numbers of monstrous daemons, been backs with good daemons for protection and exchange of resources. Seeing Griffith continued, and he listened, seemingly interested. Because of this, my mother's children all gained demonic traits from their peoples. Second, the greatest numbers of those packs were for me, to be part of society, or even bred of humans. I'm fully daemon, but I'm humanoid, as you can tell by my physique. They were to think about me evil, just like what my family called me. Times when I hated myself or thought of myself weak, kind, strong, and unique little mascot. I was rather small when I was born, so everyone called me little, even my younger siblings. We both took to the end. We smiled a little bit as I recounted the past. Not too much to go back to it. At times I almost needed to, but I'm glad I'm here. Now I find being even somewhat accepted. A teacher, a leader, a guide in my mother's absence. I haven't become another her, yet I will still like her in that way. Even then, the memories were bittersweet, lullaby to my ears. Rarely it could still happen, and I wished I could forget the past. Live in the now, stop hating the dark memories, leave in the horrible ones, and start anew. Horrible idea, because those memories have made me as I am. Never, not once, will I leave them. It'd be a curse. Forgetting my mother's face, having that as my last goodbye. The reason is why I stay strong. God. Aside from my family, but because this is what keeps me going. Forgetting would mean losing myself, and in return, letting the world slowly being eaten alive by creatures they'd rather not know exist. Precious seemingly no recognizing the unctuous felt my lane in my gaze, hugged me, holding me against him. It worked, distracting me from it. Made me blush more than I like to admit. Pressed close against him, necked and wet. Only thing that was making it feel more dirty was making Rachel hot and steamy. The Russian may have had the same thoughts because he turned up the heat with a smirk. Slightly at the bottom of the shop was happy at such a volume that it was drowned out by a drift of warm water cascading down on us. He continued holding me close, smiling. My breath caught my throat. Seeing him like this. Again, he started by my neck as he pushed in the shower. But I shook him off, smirking. They say nothing sexual. Putting on an expression's expression and pound, leaned forward. His words were a mere whisper that echoed in my ear. That made my blush so darkly the mirage of my face broke, sticking with my best red cheeks. We can do it later. And he moved away, holding back a laugh as turned with embarrassed frown. For everything else, he just hugged me, running a hand behind my back, seeing me shiver. Occasionally, my cuts may die. Made me shiver a bit, but I couldn't help but love it. We stayed like that for what seemed like seconds, but was like closer to half an hour. After the shower, I quickly changed, still blushing. When we left the bathroom, he closed the door. This confused me. I could see the circle smirk comfortably etched onto his face. The later, and here it is. He gave half a quick explanation, just caused me to blush more. As if I hadn't enough.
We did it, boys. We getting smut.
Inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made metal monsters. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would make your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. How long is this? Okay. So, to my more avid readers, I suggest you unplug your earphones, turn down your volume, click off the stream, just anything but listen to what I'm about to read. To my more sinful readers, if you don't like Reshme, I didn't know there's gonna be Reshme in this. I didn't know, okay? When I first picked this out, I just saw, state humans. Fun. And so here we are. Reading water. So, yeah. Sure. Over you go. I'm gonna read some of my own words, cause fuck the system, I guess. The husky Russian walked towards me, strutting as his ass something. Stood defiantly in front of me, my head turned quickly to the side. He seemed amused with my chin, placing a kiss on my lips, hedging his tongue to my mouth. Fighting against his tongue, I turned it around, thumbing the much younger nation. Silent quivered as one against his tongue, holding the head between the other's mouth. While I pull away from him, all breathing heavily a little small swine. I don't know how I heard chuckles filling him into another kiss. Again, I dominated the younger, inexperienced nation in the kiss. He held me, one hand on my thigh, shoved him onto the bed, wrapping his legs around his waist and grinding against them. Both of us were blushing right red. I felt my cheeks still managed to heat up. We separated from the kiss again, giving him a hickey before allowing him to dominate me. Lube? He yanked softly, before biting my neck again, and I had a gasp to escape as he held me close. His voice hugged skew of lust. Bedside table. I remember as he grunted softly in reply. I got out of the bed and slapped a smirk, and he whined slightly. The makes you cover his features, sheets. I no pleasure him. I put on the sheets off to the side. I placed pieces here, that's my plan. Next thing, clean the worksheet. I quit his expressions, but it is really hard to think it's the best of the close. He growls when we back to be missing. Tony smiled at him and smashed back in a few shades. The rest was still, oh god. I pulled down my own jeans, smiling at him. In a quick motion, I started to strip. Oh god. The red sheets tightly said so, occasionally clicking his lip. Do you want to go further? I purred, starting to hedge down my boxers. Deep breaths, he pleaded with a look in his eyes, kissed him again, but he didn't let up. He wanted me to beg. So how are you guys holding up? Because right now, I feel like I want to down some vodka, but I can't. Pouting, I whispered to him 5 words, getting excited to edge my tongue. I want you inside of me. Oh god. I feel like it tastes like blood in my mouth, I'm not sure. Nursing grabbed the lube, now dominating me. First killed my vigorous lubricant. I went precisely as compared to god. Laying himself up. I just put in his lip. He says it was oh god. And he slowly filled me with his length. You're tight. He purred, completely absorbed of me as I was. Wait, what? The full length of his member was inserted into my interest, causing. I'm good at saying member. Safer? Magic. Beg for me, continue. Beg for me to make you mine. For me, followed smirk from Washington. Fine. Please make me yours, penetrate me, hurt me, anything that you want. Just fuck me, please, Rasky. Oh, God. This boy swiftly, he's up at my neck, leave more love bites. Suddenly, as he hit my hug, God. Do. Onto the bed sheets, panting softly, shut the sounds around me. He had to walk tomorrow for safety, a faint sickness. That he wanted to rag, feeling after him. From the males get involved, nursing and Finland. I'm quite close. Still panting. I spoke again, laying glass in his arms. Someone's going to marry you if I'm limping. He smiled, pulling me closer. His words were just word by purr, as they caused me to smile. That's fine. As long as it's you, Medica. Oh, God. Okay. Smut's over, y'all. So, we reached the milestone. We achieved it. We hit it. Now, we still have all these chapters to go. But probably around halfway done with this book. Then I can start a new book. One that probably doesn't have as many chapters. Like, seriously, this book is still updating. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so that I'm gonna leave this stream here. I forgot I'm not using Mosbin anymore. I'm probably gonna rest my voice for a couple of days, because every time I speak for around an hour and 27 minutes, which is probably as long as the stream's been going on for, my voice starts kind of like clamp up a bit, like kind of like it gets really dry and starts hurting. Like it tastes like not like blood, like it tastes like something back there. It kind of tastes like blood, so I'm gonna stop talking for a while. Seriously, these streams are dangerous for me since I don't usually talk much in real life. But you also check out the fandom wiki for Third Reich, because I didn't think they fixed it. Maybe, not sure. But oh well. So good night to y'all, or good morning to y'all. I don't know what all your time zones. I'm on the East Coast. But yeah, I really want to rest in pepperoni. Seriously. I'm gonna be resting for a while. My voice has been getting, like, I don't want my voice to, like, get hoarse. We all got rest our voice sometimes. And my voice is when other things that made my channel successful in the first time, so, yeah. So, good night to y'all. I'm probably gonna be listening to music. I'm not gonna be on this account for a while. I'm gonna go back to my other account. Red Leaf Jaws. Okay. Night.